am very excited about our next guest. Objectively, one of the best owners across the entire sports landscape right now, not just football. And since she and her husband, Terry, took control of the Bills, all they've done is make history. Buffalo's ended an 18-year playoff drought, won an AFC East title and postseason game for the first time in 25 years. And they're sitting now one win away from going back to the Super Bowl. Please welcome Bills owner and president, Kim Pegula.
All right. Woo-hoo!
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone.
Good morning, Kim.
Oh, I'm so excited to be on this show.
We're so excited to have you. Of course, wishing you nothing but the best. Congratulations, smiles all around. And we're here. It's coming up. 3 sleeps away from what is going to be an epic AFC title game. Have the nerves kicked in yet? And just tell us how you're feeling as we get closer and closer to Sunday.
Definitely the nerves have kicked in. Listen, the nerves kick in like the first game of the regular season. So it's just expounded on that. So, you know, this is a place that we haven't been to before. And so just all the things that you don't know what to expect, and all the feelings coming in, and all the text messages, and just everything that, you know, goes with, you know, having a successful year. So just, you know, no pressure. Like you said, we're 60 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. So yeah, a lot of anxiety, a lot of excitement, a lot of pressure. It's swirling right now.
It's fun, though. It's contagious. We can feel it right now, even talking to you, Kim. You know, go back a few weeks. You guys got a really big win before the playoffs even started when Governor Cuomo said that he would allow 6,700 fans inside of the stadium. So how much did having those fans in the stands contribute to what the team's been able to accomplish over the last couple of weeks?
You know, I know they talk about home field advantage, and I am telling you, with those 6,700 fans, they made a huge difference in our game. Just proud that we could even pull that off, getting every fan tested, and then having them be part of our postseason. But I will tell you, it sounded way louder than the 6,700 that was there. And I know our guys felt that. I thought even in the second game that they were even louder than the first game. But they were a factor, I believe, in this game.
Yeah, in the words of Kyle Brandt, 6,700 sound like 67,000. Mafia mount up! I love that clip. Speaking of that clip, my guy, who I like to call Kyle Buffalo Bill Brandt, it was played in the stadium. And the fans, the team, they rallied around this man who is sitting across from me. What was your reaction when you saw that clip?
You know what? I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. I mean, that was epic. And to see it live on the huge Jumbotron, like, our fans went crazy. Yeah, I love that. It got me going. It got me more excited than nervous. Like I said, it gave me goosebumps just watching it. So great job, Kyle. I'm hoping we get a little bit more of that in the coming weeks. Just putting in the request.
The first one's a freebie. I'm his agent. First one was a freebie. We'll talk off camera.
Go ahead, Nate.
I know y'all got the money.
There you go. You guys took a swing on Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane back in 2017. First hiring Sean, and then a few months later bringing Brandon along. Those two hires, they were met with some skepticism by others, saying, "Who are these two people from Carolina, and we don't know them?" What stood out to you about Sean and Brandon, and what do you think is the biggest thing that they've brought to this franchise over the past 4 years?
Yeah, you know, with Sean, I mean, you guys have met him. He is such a diligent, detailed, hardworking. He thinks about everything, right? So not just the X's and O's on the field. He's someone that is truly leadership skills is something that he really works on, not just himself, but his coaching staff, being mentors of men, being teachers and educators versus just football coaches. So those are all things that we saw in him that were important to him, that we felt really gave him a just really well-rounded coach that we could have, that just also could lead not just the guys on the team, but also lead the organization as well. And then with Brandon, listen, Brandon is so easy to get along with, and knowing that there's a dynamic between a coach and the GM, and just making sure that there is, you know, that communication, and then along with ownership, and that working together, that they're going to have a plan. I think that's what really stood out about Brandon. And he, again, like Sean, had done a variety of different roles outside of just the player personnel part. that we just felt was, really important, whether it was a cap space, whether, it was budgeting, whether it was just all just leadership skills in a department. It kind of, they just had all of that. And certainly what you see now is what they professed to be back when we first hired them.
So good. I've got some sources in Buffalo as well, and I hear that 6 days of the week and 21 hours of that 7th day, you are as cool and calm as can be. But you might be an interesting watch yourself during game day. Take us through the Kim Pegula game day experience up there in the box. When you're watching, are you just calm and sitting there, or maybe are there some superstitions involved?
No. So right now, I would say doesn't matter every game, postseason or not. There's a lot of sugar going on, just not that I need it. So there is a lot of sugar. There's a lot of candy, a lot of Swedish fish, and I think like now every person knows that. So I get just abundance of candy constantly. So I'm doing a lot of eating, and I drink a lot of coffee, guys. I go through an average of 5 cups of coffee a game. So
that's us.
And then I bake cookies, so I'm like distributing cookies on game day. My husband now is becoming he's wearing lucky socks, so he's actually wearing the same socks. They have been washed every game, but he wears the same socks that since the bye week, because we haven't lost since the bye week, since that darn Arizona game. He's worn the same socks, so it's worked so far, guys. I wish it was that easy, that it's just about eating
Like
candy and wearing socks.
Orange slices.
Kim, did we just become best friends? I'm literally eating Swedish fish for breakfast, no joke, and drinking coffee. And we'll get to some other food a little bit later. I didn't know that you were baking those cookies.
Yeah, right. I mean, if Nate, you can be part of the Bills Mafia. You could have me, actually on set and be kind of a permanent fixture on your show, because we've got a lot of things in common.
I need a ring. I'll definitely.
If you want to come anytime you want, host up, come to the breakfast table. We would love to have you as the 5th host on this show. Let's talk a little bit about your quarterback now. This year we've seen Josh Allen take his game to a completely different level, and he seems like he is also such a great face of the sport, a great ambassador for the franchise. What jumped out to you most about Josh's growth over these past few years?
Oh, my goodness. I remember that last year, our game against the Texans, and just how upset he was at that loss. And you just knew that it was going to stay with him, and that he never really wanted to feel.
The game has the makings of an all-time classic. What are you most excited about when it comes to this game?
Oh, I'm excited about that is Kansas City. So as you guys know, there's a ton of storylines in this game. The fact that we, the last time we were in an AFC game that, we played Kansas City and we won. Listen, it's been, my husband and I have been married as long as the team has been in a conference final. There's so many things that are coming together. So what am I most excited about is a win. I mean, this is going to be 27 years, I think, in the making, 27, 28 years. So, and obviously our first as owners. So this is just, I'm just looking forward to and enjoying the ride that we've been on this year, especially in the year that's been really challenging for so many people. It has brought so much joy to our community and to our fan base across the country.
You are changing the game, turning that franchise around, back to the Super Bowl. Hopefully you go. I also want to talk about your podcast for a second. It's called Bills Pod Squad. Everyone should listen to it. Fantastic guests. Josh Allen has been on there. I got to be on there. Larry Fitzgerald has been on with you. So on the podcast, you sort of dared me or said, listen, if we beat the Chiefs this weekend, regular season, you have to eat your first ever buffalo wing, which I've never eaten. I cringe about it. We talk about it on the show a lot here. Should you and I run this back for this matchup?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, listen, that was weeks and weeks ago, okay? I mean, listen, this is a whole new ball game, and I think it should be like more than one chicken wing, because that was the regular season. This is the conference championship. I think it should be more than one chicken wing. I think it should be like at least a dozen or a whole bucket full.
And some bacon.
A bucket.
You want me to eat a dozen?
Bacon.
How about I'll agree to the one. Can we just do the one?
She's never had bacon either.
But it's about, yeah. How about just one? One and a bunch of your
Just
cookies.
one.
How about that?
Nope.
All right, okay.
Nope, 12
All
wins.
I'll eat the other 11.
Whatever
Yes,
it
well,
takes.
yeah.
Whatever it takes.
All right, deal.
But-
I'm in for one chicken ring. Put me down. You got to get that win over the Chiefs, though, Mrs. Pegula.
I know. I am trying. I'm going through the game plan. I'm telling Coach what needs to be done. Like, I've been watching tape and film.
Tell them about the dream. You might have saw
there you
something
go.
in a dream, a trick play.
Manifest that. Thank you so much for joining us, the president and owner